This is a tutorial on how to use the Metacognitive Strategies, Sentence Starters, and Skills bookmark to write purposeful and useful annotations in order to transfer your reading into your writing and to really analyze our text and then move it into a new context to show your learning. So I have my bookmark open as a PDF, and then I also have the text that I'm going to be writing on or annotating. And so it doesn't matter how you're viewing a text. It can be on Docs, it can be online, it can be through Digo, it can be through Kami. However you're accessing a text, these annotations apply. It's more about the structure and making sure you're tapping into skills while you're taking notes and having that purpose towards your theme, answering your essential question, making sure your annotations are useful. Not necessarily where you're writing notes, but how you're writing notes and structuring them. So I have my text open. I'm going to read a few pieces of my text. I'm going to chunk it out so I read it in small pieces. This is my second read of this text. I've already read it once through for content and for fluency, vocabulary introduction. I go back a second time in order to write notes so that I really understand what I'm trying to look for and how I can apply my skills. So I'm going to just start with highlighting something. Highlighting is optional, but it helps me when I return to the text for a specific purpose for writing or for creating something as the third read to associate text and evidence with my analysis. So if I do this work now, it'll help me down the line when I'm really using my analysis in text to create something of my original thinking. So I'm going to find the piece of evidence right here, and I'll highlight it. And the highlights and where you take annotations is really dependent on your interpretation of the text, your inferences. There is no bad analysis as long as you're using the skills and matching the skill or the piece of evidence with the essential question we're working on, with the topic or theme that you're trying to address with the whole module. So I chose this. The limb is worn smooth by men who have sat on it. I'm going to write a comment here. Right now I'm using Kami, but you could use it, you can write these annotations with any text. So I'm going to start with addressing a skill. So I found this text, and then I go back to my bookmark. You're going to be going back and forth. And then I'm going to choose visualizing, because when I chose this text, it really created a picture in my mind. So the first thing I write is the skill. So visualizing. And then I'm going to identify the theme. So for this text, the theme or the topic would be sort of the lifestyle of the men who are traveling through, and right, how their identity is shaped by the Great Depression. This is of Mice and Men, something like that. The theme or the topic is provided for that module. It's something addressed in the essential question. It's something that hopefully has been made really clear. Oftentimes, as your teacher who's walking you through the module, I'll give you the topic or the theme. Sometimes you'll be creating it for yourself. This time, I'm just going to write topic, theme. And that is going to be a little phrase or maybe one word. And it's not that whole essential question, but it comes from the keywords of the essential question we're working on for the module. I'll go back to my bookmark, and I'm going to choose I can picture. So I use that sentence starter. I can picture men who are transitory, following the same path in their life due to the Great Depression. So that's the length of my expectation for your annotations. And so what I did there is I thought about that topic or theme, and I told you it. I didn't write it here. I said identity formed by the Great Depression, right? So my note and how I finished that sentence starter is directed towards that topic or theme. I'm using the skill visualizing. I'm using the sentence starter that helps me visualize. And the note that I'm finishing that sentence starter with is directed towards that topic. So it's not necessarily my opinion, but it's something that I see that theme in the text with that skill. So annotations do take a little bit of thought, and that's because we're doing work now and really considering the text's meaning and purpose so that we can have original writing or creation. We use these annotations in our writing to strengthen our writing, which is why I also highlighted something. So I'm just going to edit this really quickly and say finish the sentence. And that's the length expectation. That's what should be in each annotation you write. The skill topic, the topic or theme we're working on for that module, and that'll be made clear through our discussion, through model annotations, through understanding and utilizing the essential question. And then I used a sentence starter from that same skill. And then I finish the sentence to match up to that topic and theme. So that's how we write our purposeful annotations using this bookmark and these skills and strategies to help us really dive deeper into our understanding of the reading. Thanks.